go ahead.
Were we rolling?
We were rolling on here.
Did you get that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I just hit it out there.
I'm not paying attention.
You did it really good. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Tips with Tish. It has been a minute. I know I say that often, but today I want to talk to you guys about how to keep your head still in your golf swing and why that's important. So let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so I'm here at the beautiful Bear Creek Golf Club in Marietta, California. I'm in my hometown and it's a beautiful day. It's actually really warm, so I wanted to bring out the sun hat, and hopefully this will be a good hat to be able to show you guys how to keep your head still. So why is it important to keep your head still in your golf swing? You hear it all the time and you try and do it, maybe you can't accomplish it, so we're going to cover all that here today. So the reason why you want to keep your head still is because where your head is, it's one of the vocal points in your golf swing. And to me, being able to keep your head still allows the radius, if you think of your arm and this being a ball point, this is the ball point of your swing. It allows, by keeping your head still, it allows your radius to maintain that length and that distance throughout your entire swing. If I move my head, then my radius is going to be crunched. If I lift my head, I won't be able to reach the ball. This creates a lot of inconsistency, so being able to keep that head still is going to allow you to repeat your golf swing, repeat that same impact every single time. So if you're struggling with that, let's talk through a few things and understanding how to be able to maintain it. Alright, so oftentimes with beginners, it's not usually common to just think off the top the first thing as keeping your head still. Oftentimes beginners have a hard time maintaining their spine angle throughout your swing. So step one in being able to maintain your head is to make sure that your spine angle, that this angle that you see here, we're going to draw a line through my back, up my head and down my back. And that angle, you want to be sure you're swinging on that angle the entire time. A great drill to do is by simply not hitting the ball, put your arms in a club across your chest, get into your stance, and without moving your legs, get into that spine angle tilt and just do some warm-up stretches, just like so, turning only your upper body to get an idea of what it's like to maintain that spine angle. And once you get warmed up there, try and stretch both ways. Go ahead and now allow your lower body to react. I think this part is extremely important. Oftentimes beginners, when they swing, you'll see a lot of weight shifting like this, a lot of lifting like this, because it doesn't come natural to swing as if you're in a barrel. So as you enhance that stretch and you allow your lower body to go, your left knee, if you're right-handed, is going to naturally bend. And then when you come through, your right knee is going to naturally bend, but then we're going to go through a follow-through. So it's important that when you're practicing that backswing, maintaining that spine angle, your left knee is going to naturally bend. We're not going to force it. We're going to let the upper body lead, maintaining that spine angle, letting that left knee naturally bend. One important thing to note is that as you're practicing, making sure that you're turning on that spine angle to maintain your head and keeping it still throughout your swing. You want to make sure the weight stays on the insides of your feet throughout your swing. It's really hard to maintain that spine angle if we're swinging with our weight outside our feet. Now our head is not only not still, but now it's swaying too much. You can have a little sway, but we want to make sure that we're making sure that we're eliminating that up and down movement. And it's important to keep the head still on your backswing. And then on the downswing and transition, they commonly say that it's totally okay to have that shift, because we're going to have a lateral movement on our downswing. All right, so second, in my opinion, most important thing to note is being aware of your center. And what I mean by that, so to me, the center of my swing is right in my sternum, and that is where my center is. That's where I like to feel like it is. And so if I was to draw a line as I'm setting up, down my head, through my chest, down to the middle of my stance, I have a wedge in my hand, so setting to the middle of my stance, just like I said before, swinging in a barrel, actually imagining that line. You want to make sure that what helps keeping your head still is knowing where your center is and always swinging around that center. So when you're aware of that, you'll always know where to bring it back to. Make sense? Now, 3. This takes a lot of, I think, practice swings without a golf ball, without even a golf club, just like how I've been showing you, to understand how to swing on that spine angle. And it's really up to you to be able to figure out where that sweet spot is. I think looking in the mirror is going to be really helpful to see what your result is. But I think what's important too is to make sure that you understand that your lower body is your powerhouse and your stability, but it's not going to be the thing that starts and drives your swing. You allow the lower body to follow the lead of your upper body. And so with that being said, I feel like oftentimes players have a jump in their swing, or they feel like they have a lift in their swing, and I feel like that's because they're driving their swing with their lower body. As long as you feel like it's reactionary to your upper body, I think you're going to be able to control that head and create that consistency. So for example, when I see jumpers, and when I say jumpers, these are people who like to swing like this and they have a jump in their swing, and that's not a bad thing, but it also can ruin timing of the golf swing. So a lot of times they get really squatty on their downswing. See how my head just changed? So if you're swinging with your center in mind, swinging in a barrel, allowing that left knee to bend, right knee to straighten naturally, that should eliminate the idea of you having to come too low. So it's awareness. See, even if I'm coming too low, my right leg is now bending too much when my right leg is supposed to naturally straighten, but not lock, just naturally straighten slightly, still athletic. Now, if I'm a swayer, and likely that your head is going to lift, so that when that happens, if your head is lifting, you're likely straightening that left leg in your backswing. So it's a fine balance, and I think being able to watch yourself in the mirror is going to be a great help. Now I'm going to show you a drill that you can do with a partner to help yourself while you're on the range. Here we go. Now that we understand that to maintain your head and keeping it still throughout your swing is by maintaining that spine angle throughout your swing and understanding the way your lower body is supposed to react in your swing, I want to run you through a drill I used to always do with my dad to help me as I'm hitting shots to be aware. So I'm going to bring in my best friend and editor. She has an iron in hand, and she's going to use the bottom end of the grip to hold my head while I hit my shot. So it'll look something like this. Yeah. And then just maintain it no matter what I do, okay? Here we go. How'd I do? There you go. That's the drill, you guys. So now you have all the ingredients you need to keep that head still while you're swinging. All right, you guys, that is it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want more tips with Tish, we have a lot more coming. So if you like what you see, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button so you don't miss a beat. Bye for now.
All right, go call Jess.
Okay.